What's it mean to the team to get Jake McCabe back tonight?
Oh, it's great. At this time of the year, anytime we get any guys that are out back, it's huge. Caber's a big part of our group, both on and off the ice. Plays so hard, competes, and he's an absolute warrior. So, it's great for our group.
What gives you confidence that the team keep rolling without John Tavares available for at least a week?
I don't have a choice, right? Got to keep going. So it's always tough when you lose a guy like John or anyone really on our team at this point. So it's got to be the next man up mentality, and we got lots of guys here that are chomping at the bit and real hungry for the opportunity. So that would be good.
What stood out most to you about Fraser Minten when he was up last time?
Sorry?
Minten, last time he was up.
What about him?
What stood out most to you?
He's a good kid, man. He's a smart player. Obviously a good hockey player. So I'm not sure if you guys know the lineup or if he's playing or what, but no, it's nice to have him back around for sure.
What's your sense of the group? First time 3 games losing streak in regulation this season. Like, what's your sense of the team going into the game here tonight?
Well, you're not going to go 82-0, so I think that's the goal. Everyone wants to do that, but losses happen. Unfortunately, sometimes they string along, but the whole league kind of seems to be going through it right now, so you just got to nip it in the bud, and we'll stick together as a group, as we always do, and it's 3 games, man, so just got to win one, and we're back in the group here.
How would you say your relationship with Sheldon Keefe went?
My relationship with Keeper? Keeper's a great guy. I'm happy for him. He's doing well in New Jersey, and tonight's another night against a good team, so looking forward to the challenge.
Is there any area of the team's game right now that needs to get a little bit better to get you guys back in the win column, or is it just kind of stay the course?
We'll keep all that in-house. You guys can make your whatever you got to do. You got a job to do, I get that, but we know what we have to do to win, and we'll do that.
How have you felt about your line, or how have you felt about your game with those 2 guys?
It's good.
Thank you, Matt.
Why do you think, Max, sorry, just to follow up there, why do you think the offense hasn't come as you're used to it coming so far this season?
Me personally?
Yeah, for you.
Hey, man, happens, comes and goes, but just got to stick with it.
Bobby, what's it mean to get Jake back? McCabe?
Huge. He's a presence out there, always has been. He comes to play every game, and he's a competitor, so that's something that we always strive to have with everybody in the lineup, so it's nice to have him.
You see him on the ice, obviously. How do you describe his presence in the room, on the bench, what he brings in that department?
Yeah, he's obviously played a lot of games in this league, knows a lot about what it takes to win, and I think he shows that, and he brings that calmness, but also that intensity that we need to bring every night to win games.
John Tavares on IR, how would you describe the impact he's made this season and how big a hole that will be?
Yeah, he's been huge. He's been bringing it every single game this season. Whether he ends up on the score sheet or not, just a good leader every single night. Definitely a big hole that's going to be tough to fill, and somebody that we hope gets back as soon as possible.
Can you draw on the same approach that you guys employed so well when Austin was out and you guys had success?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like a shift in mentality. Obviously, you recognize the guys and in the lineup, but I think it ends up being more of guys just competing hard and trying to win games and knowing that there's going to take a little bit extra effort because you don't have those guys in the lineup.
What did Sheldon Keefe mean to you in your career?
Yeah, I think he was big. He gave me a lot of opportunity early on. I think he saw some things in my game that I could have an impact in the NHL, and I think he gave me the chance to utilize that and basically flat out told me that there's things on this team that you can fill, and there's a physical side, there's speed side, there's getting the puck into the offensive zone and those sorts of things that you can have a positive impact on the game.
What stood out most to you about Fraser Minten in the time that he was up here earlier in the year?
Professional, but also eager to learn. He wants to be better. He wants to be a student of the game. He wants to continue to grow his game, even though he's had a lot of success early on, which is nice to see.
Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin to Los Angeles Kings, possible deal with Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. Stay tuned for updates to see if these trades come to fruition and how they might shape the future of Toronto and Los Angeles this season. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. The Kings' situation is complex, as they are in the midst of a transitional period. Their aging roster, which includes a core group that led them to several successful playoff campaigns in the past, has seen some struggles in recent seasons. While there's a clear need for defensive help, Los Angeles may also want to improve their offensive consistency in order to make a deep playoff push. The combination of Beauchemin's defensive reliability and Versteeg's offensive upside could help the Kings balance their lineup. From the Leafs' perspective, this potential deal is about retooling for the future. The team is in a position to compete, but they also need to solidify certain areas on the ice. Adding a player like Wayne Simmonds could provide the grit and scoring touch that the team has been missing. Furthermore, acquiring a mid-range draft pick could help with future team-building efforts, as Toronto looks to remain competitive while still developing young talent. The inclusion of Kaberle in the trade package could be a strategic move for both teams. The veteran defenseman, who has been with the Leafs for a long time, has seen his role diminished in recent seasons. However, his experience and offensive abilities could be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, who could use a steady presence on the blue line to help their younger players develop. The talk surrounding Brayden Schenn's potential involvement in the deal adds an intriguing layer to the negotiations. Schenn, a versatile forward, has shown flashes of brilliance but has been inconsistent at times. If the Leafs are able to land him, it could be a great opportunity for both the player and the team to find success together. Schenn's physicality, two-way game, and leadership could be exactly what the Leafs need to bolster their forward group. While the trade market can be volatile and unpredictable, these rumors suggest that both the Kings and Leafs are preparing for significant changes. For Toronto, this could mark the beginning of a new era, with a focus on adding more experience and depth. For Los Angeles, the trade could be a chance to retool and address some of the weaknesses in their lineup, while still competing for a playoff spot this season. Of course, as with any trade rumors, it's important to remember that these discussions are fluid and can evolve quickly. There are many moving parts in these types of negotiations, and both teams will likely have to weigh their options carefully before making any final decisions. It's also possible that other teams could enter the fray, further complicating the situation. In the coming days, fans of both teams will be watching closely to see if any concrete moves are made. The NHL trade deadline is fast approaching, and teams are scrambling to position themselves for a successful postseason. Whether this rumored deal materializes or not, the possibility of a major trade between the Leafs and Kings will certainly keep fans on edge as the season continues to unfold. The trade talks involving Versteeg, Beauchemin, and potentially Simmonds or Schenn highlight the delicate balance that NHL teams must strike between immediate success and long-term growth. Both the Leafs and Kings are trying to find that balance, and this rumored deal could ultimately serve as